What's up, nerds? Welcome to Cool New Reviews. I'm Steve Trezza.
Scott Burnett.
Ed Good.
Denver.
And we are going over The Flash. Who is Harrison Wells?
Yes. It's a pretty good question.
It is.
He's here, Barthon.
He is here, Barthon.
Yeah.
Question answered.
Yeah, from
End of review. Let's go to the next review.
Credits.
Alright, so, what happened in this episode?
Well, first shot of the episode is a nice little panoramic shot of a Ferris Airways billboard.
That's true.
And for all of you non-nerds, why are you watching? 1, 2, that's
Maybe the nerds in training.
that's Hal Jordan's plane.
Yeah, airfield.
Plane.
The company that he test flies jets for.
Yes.
There you go.
So we know it exists, and I think, Barry actually.
Well, that means
Barry was training on Ferris.
Yeah.
Earlier in the season.
Yeah, but that means that it wouldn't be Jon Stewart if we did get a Green Lantern.
That's not necessarily true.
He was in Air Force, right? Jon Stewart?
No,
No,
he's
he's
a
a
Marine.
He's a Marine.
Right, yeah. Right.
But whatever, we'll see. Yeah, that is if, and a big if, we get a Green Lantern show.
Yeah.
So
We get Everyman this week.
yeah,
The
and you know
shapeshifter.
what? For like a C-list villain, I thought he was one of the best, if not the best, one-off villain that we've ever had.
And guess who named
All right,
him
maybe
the show?
maybe not Trickster,
Trickster.
but the second best one-off villain that we've ever
Would
had.
be Peekaboo. Third best.
No, he's better than Peekaboo.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I think there was some really dumb plot holes this week that made Everyman drop through. Like he'll show Barry he's a shapeshifter, and he'll be like, "I just shapeshifted." Barry's like, "Oh no!" And then
I
he
can't
just
find him.
and then he just walks away. Like Barry could easily just go zoop and catch him, like he was just around the corner.
Well,
Like,
he was shocked. He was like, "What happened?"
But before he
He was
can even,
shocked.
while he was doing like the monologue of like, "Hey, I can shapeshift," pew, while he's talking,
That's true.
like a little bit of, there's a few
No,
more.
Barry's talking.
You know? Anyway. But
Stretch
the best part of the episode is we get Joe and Lance.
Was the best. The crossover of all crossovers.
I swear to God,
Yes.
if they made that a spin-off show, I would watch it.
It'd be like
Cranky
Starsky and
Cop was
Hutch.
happy.
No,
Yeah.
but like those two solving crimes that supervillains commit, like low-level supervillains that don't
like
need
the
a-
Shield of DC.
Oh my God, I would love it so hard. They are so good together.
Yeah, no, they were great. This is the crossover I wanted to happen. Like,
Yeah.
I was like,
Fuck the Legends anthology series. Give me Joe and Quentin.
yeah, that was pretty cool. I enjoyed that a lot. And you know, Lance is all sitting there and he's all like,
And it's they play off each other really well. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like Lance is all
especially-
cynical and
"Oh, my daughter hates me."
yeah. What's weird is the writers of the Flash know how to write Arrow characters better than the writers of Arrow. Because
Yeah.
Laurel and Lance are the best they've been.
I thought Laurel was forced this episode.
She had more to do. She had a purpose.
She was still forced though. Like her chemistry with Cisco was not there. I feel like.
Well, that was intentional because Cisco was a super fan.
Yeah, but she was just like awkward. The whole time Laurel was on camera.
I agree with that. Just like the whole, she's like, I'm the canary.
Yeah, it was.
And
Well,
just
she's
like-
talking down to Cisco because she's just like needs to get her point across.
Yeah.
I guess, but I don't know. I just didn't really like it. That's the one part I didn't really like. I did like that Cisco made the canary collar for her.
Yeah.
I thought that was really sweet.
He had like no time to do that. I
Yeah.
don't know where he found the free
So-
time to build that.
I think he's just like, I'll just take this part out and I'll just make a little
And he's-
looper
He
out
went
of
to
it.
he went to the
Perfect.
local.
He was like, I have history with sound waves or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
because
they gave a
of
nod
vibe.
vibe.
I was like, whoa, canary call, and he said that. I was like, the vibe, and I nerded out real hard, and my heart felt warm, and then that was because I,
he went to the local
previously.
porn shop to get a leather collar to put
Yeah,
that on, and
yeah.
Yeah.
He just had this weird fetish.
I did
He's like,
dig
she's
like
gonna
the
wear it.
picture at the
Oh,
end.
yeah.
Yeah,
Especially
that was
like
cool.
where Laurel just has this like
like
face
the
on.
like the
and-
straight out of Comic-Con picture.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I feel. It
And
was like
Cisco's
a little
all
homage
like-
to it.
But anyway, back to the main story. Of the
So, well then we also Joe
They-
kind of convinces Lance to
I like that.
to
That
talk
was-
to Laurel.
That was a
yeah,
good
for
way to
Laurel
go
talk
about
to
that.
her.
While they're
reconcile.
investigating Harrison Wells' crash, Cisco brings out his dead body finder.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
more science magic.
No, it actually senses tachyon particles, which are the time travel particles.
Science magic.
Science magic. He's like, oh, I think I found tachyon particles. Lance's like, how do you know? And you look at his cough, he's like floating
Yeah,
out.
so
Yeah.
did they really even need that device anyway.
It was
Like,
cool.
Lance could have just been like walking like, okay.
It would have been really cool if Lance still took a sip of his coffee.
Like, while it's in the air.
It just was flash. They could have let him do it. I bet he wanted to.
Oh, yeah, it was
Who
pretty
wouldn't
cool.
have?
But it's great that they finally find Harrison Wells' body, which is awesome. Because throughout the whole episode, Cisco's like, man, this kind of makes sense that Harrison Wells is a bad guy. And then they find the body and they kind of have to convince Caitlin. I really thought this was going to be the start of Killer Frost, but I was wrong.
That's true. But the other thing also, going back to Everyman, Hannibal Bates,
If you see a guy named Hannibal Bates, I'm automatically assume he's a bad guy.
Yeah, and Barry even said that too. He's like
who thought naming their child Hannibal wouldn't turn him into a psycho?
Yeah, exactly. So, but I just thought he was a very dynamic villain. I thought he was awesome. The whole part where Barry was where he turned into Barry and he was trying to like play off of everyone, but he didn't know who he was.
He's like, oh,
remember that one time Barry?
Yeah.
Every time to say, hey, you.
So
remember that one
I thought that was really cool.
Remember that one time Barry healed from a broken back in like 7 hours, but he gets hit in the head and he's out for like 24 hours? Like, what the fuck did he hit him with?
I was really concerned because I understand, like, it was like tap and everything. I was like, the next one's he's like trying to wake up, but he's like, squirming, whatever. No, he's just been knocked out.
He's just been knocked out.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So before that happens, they're chasing Everyman, Eddie and Barry, and Everyman turns into Eddie and frames him. He shoots 2 cops on their little CCTV cameras. So Eddie gets arrested, right? Then Barry goes and like pulls him out, and he's just like, "Oh, I can't let you, rot in jail for something that I could have stopped." And he's like, "No, I want to do this the right way." Puts him back in jail. Flash forward, pun intended, to Barry in his house, and then Eddie walks in and he's like, the judge let me out. Mere hours after he just put him back in. And there's a shapeshifter running around. Use your fucking brain, Barry. You're supposed to be smart. That's obviously the shapeshifter.
Yeah.
Boom. I really thought... Clocks Barry in the head. My rant's not done. Clocks Barry in the head. Takes Barry's form. Goes to Star Labs, right? He's kissing on Caitlin, whatever. In comes Iris, who has no security credentials for Star Labs. How the fuck did she get in? So they're all like putzing about. The Flash suit is on display in Star Labs at all times, and Iris just walked in and didn't notice it.
That's true. I didn't even.
Plot hole after plot hole after plot hole. Like Iris is just really like. Bag of rocks dumb, or the writers are like,
wow, you guys really like The Flash.
Yeah, like okay, that's my rant is over. Continue with the episode review.
I was just gonna say how I just
I thought it.
Yeah, pretty much. I was just gonna say I thought Barry was like play for the show. He was like, oh hey yeah, like I thought it was like oh
it was funny. It was a funny.
I thought, and then he gets it back in. I'm like, oh, he didn't know. Yeah. Oh, Barry's an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's like,
still
Iris.
out?
She's like, oh, Iris is, she's here. He's like, oh, her. Like,
hey.
And he makes out with Caitlin, which I really think I want to ship Caitlin and Barry together.
Well, Caitlin didn't seem to be enjoying it. She was
kind of like, she kissed him back.
She was flustered by it later.
Yeah.
Because first she's not enjoying it, then she closes her eyes and kisses back.
Yeah.
Then she's flustered by it later and doesn't want to bring it up.
Yeah. And even the real Barry.
Yeah.
Well, okay, another pothole. Sorry.
Oh boy.
The end of the episode ends. Obviously, Everyman gets caught. Spoilers. Sorry if you thought he was going to take over the world. But they find out that Wells is dead, and then, like, who is Harrison Wells? And then that 36-minute after credit thing comes, and they're walking through, and they're like, they look at the blueprints, they're like, what's this room? They go over to it. Barry puts his hand on the thing. Why does it open for him?
Maybe it's just a matter of touching that spot.
Yeah, he didn't do it on purpose. He was just feeling the wall. And
but it's biometric, and even if it's not biometric, don't you think Harrison Wells
has to do something with Speed Force?
Some kind of
security.
Some kind of security. That's Harrison Wells'
even
like
just
bread
like
and butter.
a code.
Yeah, like any Gideon.
Ah, damn it! They leaned on the wall.
Yeah, like who come? Where's the night? Okay, the night fucking maintenance guy who's like cleaning the wall, and then the fucking secret door opens.
So I have a bad answer for that.
Yeah.
All right, ego. Why in reverse Flash's mind? Why would they even be able to find his little lair? his ego would be.
But it's a
to
very
not
high
have
traffic
security.
area. Someone could just brush up against it.
He probably looked through like his little news magazine. Like, did anyone find this secret lab
His
or anything?
nude magazine?
No,
Nude
his
magazine
future
day.
his future news, whatever.
Oh, it gives a new meaning to the Flash.
The new news, or whatever you want to call it, the future news. Anyway,
Nude news?
New news.
So-
Anyway, you probably looked through. It's like, hey, did anyone else find something secret about Stellaris? No, nothing. I don't need to install no.
But
no,
like
no
even
antivirus
Gideon's
or
just like
anything.
sup, you bored? And they're like, oh no, it's not. It's a group of people who shouldn't be in here.
Yeah.
Like, how did they? I don't know. All right.
But whatever, they find his secret room. They are completely onto him. Next episode's gonna be great.
Super excited about
good
that.
episode. I thought it was a good episode.
I thought it
I
was.
was
I mean,
happy with
glaring plot holes aside, I'm a Flash fanboy, so I loved it. This little guy's mine, and he's my prized possession. He's the only thing I enjoy having in the world.
I was
My
so gonna
little
hope it was
Flash.
just gonna
Sorry,
explode
Kate.
right there.
Oh no! She doesn't watch this show.
So, check out our other reviews. Check out Game of Thrones. Check out Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Arrow. And some
Loot
of our other
Crate.
videos that we're having this week. Loot Crate Fantasy.
And Daredevil.
So we'll see you guys over there.
Take care.
Bye.